7 months after they cut down the nets here at Burton Coliseum, the McNeese State women's basketball team is back and preparing for another run at another title. Tonight they begin it with an exhibition against the University of New Orleans. And joining me now is the head coach of the Cowgirls. That would be Brooks Donald-Williams. Coach, how's it feel to be back at Burton?
You know, it feels great. I mean, we're anxious to get going and play against somebody else other than ourselves, so we're ready.
Now, this is kind of strange because you play here, and then for the next 3 weeks you're gone because you've got to go play in the women's preseason NIT, which is very prestigious, especially for your program to be invited to such an event. What's that like?
No doubt. I mean, we're excited. You know, we're honored to be a part of it. Only 16 teams in the country, and of course, number 1 and 2 in the AP polls are both in it. You know, so we're excited. We're ready to get going, and we've got a big challenge at hand, but it's going to be great.
Let's talk about the task at hand, which is the University of New Orleans tonight. What do you expect out of your girls?
You know, I think we'll have a lot of energy. You know, I think everybody was ready to put on a jersey tonight and like I said, face somebody else. So I think we're going to look for a lot of defensive energy, or we hope so.
Okay, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.
And we go from the hardwood Cowgirls to a real-life cowboy in this week's Sports Person of the Week.
KPLC's Sports Person of the Week is sponsored by your Lake Area's #1 volume dealer, Billy Navarre Chevrolet Cadillac.
Rodeo, it is a sport, but it's not, it's not individual. It's a team and it's a family, and it means more to a lot of families than most people even know about.
This isn't his first rodeo. 22-year-old Shane Hanchy has been roping calves his whole life, and now he gets to do it for a living.
I turned pro when I was 18, and I made the NFR when I was 20, and the NFR is the Super Bowl of rodeo. It was something I dreamed about every day. You know, I wake up every morning and say I want to make the finals. And to make the finals, you know, when I was such at a young age, you know, it kind of hit me all in one.
He says the first time jitters are out of his system, and he expects his second go-around at the NFR to be second nature.
I won 3rd in the world last year at 20 years old, and I can't wait to go back. I got a good shot at winning a gold buckle that I think, so I'm going to be a lot more confident.
In early October, Hanchy held his annual calf roping competition, which is drawing bigger names every year.
You know, Fred Whitfield, Hunter Heron, Matt Shazawa, guys that rodeo year-round.
He ropes extremely well. He's got a good horse, and, I mean, that's a huge battle, your horses, so he's got a big, bright future ahead of him in the rodeo industry.
Shane Hanchy might be a true cowboy at heart, but you better believe he's one of the biggest LSU fans in Tiger Nation.
The only game that scares me is Alabama, but we both got shut-down defenses. It should be one of the best games of the year. That should be the title game right there, you know.
With success comes responsibility. With each day that passes, Hanchy strives to become a master at his craft.
Take it in stride, and, you know, the better you do, you know, the more stuff comes at you. You know, so if you're doing good and you're not living right or not hanging with the right crowds, it'll bring you down just as fast as it brought you up. So I'm a big believer in working hard and you know, staying focused.
At your service in Sulphur, Sam Gannon, KPLC 7 Sports.
Now back to the game that we're attending right now. Admission is free, so if you want to come out and watch some great women's basketball, come on out to Burton Coliseum. Tip-off is at 7, but for now, let's send it back to you in the studio. Cynthia.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Coming up next, tonight's Hometown Patriot, and Wade has another check of the weather. Stay with us.
KPLC TV.